Oi. Okay,
Hi.
so hello, Antonio. Good morning to you.
What's up? Good morning to you also, students.
Yeah, we're 1 p.m. now over in the UK, but I'd much rather be in Trinidad, that's for sure.
And well, in Trinidad right now, it's 8:05 to be exact.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not as early as some of those you and I have done, so that's a little bit better for you. You had a bit of a life.
So true.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
So today our topic, LinkedIn updates. Something that I know the audience will like because we all want to know how to leverage LinkedIn, how to utilize LinkedIn to the best of our ability. So
Absolutely.
Stuart, guide the audience in terms of great tips on LinkedIn updates.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the key thing, because all we're all trying to do on here is to either win clients or get new business for our company, whether it's our own personal company or if we're working for a large organization, or it might be to get a new job, and you have to do certain things on LinkedIn in order to give yourself the best opportunity for that. A lot of that is embracing the new features, because they put a lot of new features out there, and those people that really take them on, embrace them, work with them, they are seen as being somebody that is interested in the platform, and they then give you more exposure. If some people get an all-star status, which is the first thing you have to do on your profile. Once you've got that, people think, great, good. I'll sit back. Why not get those inquiries? Oh dear. Oh, maybe I should do a post. Yeah, let's try that. They do a post, put it out there. Nothing. Oh, that's not very good. I'm not doing that, so they don't bother. And then they'll come back and they try it again and again, and eventually they find the more times they do it, the more people actually look at them and press like and maybe even have a comment. And that's quite exciting when you get your first comment. And if you look back to yours and certainly to mine several years ago, the first posts, nothing, absolutely nothing at all. And it's a bit disheartening, but then you think, well, why? Well, you've made yourself all-star status, so you think, yep, I've ticked all the correct boxes. But you did that 2 years ago, and there's now loads more features, so you're not fully optimized. So you slip down the ranking. Now, so you think about it, to get all-star, you have to have 500 connections. If you've got 500 connections, imagine everything that you do. So let's say you put a post on a week. Oh, well, that will go to all 500 of my connections. No, it won't. It'll probably go to 25, 30, 40, something like that. But they might not even be active people. So you think you've sent your post out and it's in there and it's going to go to everybody. Now, particularly people who have like 100,000 or 1 million followers. Imagine that can't go to everybody.
Yeah.
You spend all day just scrolling through your feed, trying, reading things. You can't do that. So it does it in a way. So once you've got your all-star, you're now fully optimized, you're using all the new features. It's then about consistency. So you're putting a post out there. That's good. It's got to be a post that actually adds value, because if I'm trying to get, I help people with their LinkedIn profile so they can get that new job or to get new business through the platform. If I start posting about hockey, metal, gardening, anything like that, I think, well, you keep sending this stuff up. What the heck's that got to do with LinkedIn? But if I post stuff about LinkedIn, or if I was a farmer and I was posting stuff about farming, people think, okay, that's his specialist subject. He actually knows something about it. Okay. They can learn from you, which is good. But it builds your credibility.
Yes.
If you put a post out there, and let's just say it's a great LinkedIn post, and it goes out there and people think, oh yes, he's a LinkedIn person. He knows something about LinkedIn. That's good. But you want them to comment on it. So you have to do it in a way that gets that conversation going. Because at the end of it, if you're in the non-digital world, and you walk into a building and you go and talk to somebody, you're chatting to them, you're meeting them, and you're talking about your products or what service it is that you offer, which is all absolutely fantastic. And LinkedIn is trying to digitally make that happen. And they're doing that through exactly what we're doing now. So people can, if they go onto your profile at the moment, they'll see this streaming in your banner. Let me just make sure that is happening. It should be, but I'm not sure if it's because it's you and I. Yeah, so okay, so I click on mine, I'm not showing it, but if I go onto you.
No, you supposed to be streaming on your banner. Yeah, you're supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not coming through. But anyway, not to worry. In theory, it is, but I'm looking at it probably. It's a bit like the bell. You can't see the bell on your own profile, but you can see it on everybody else's profile. So what they're trying to do digitally is to do this. So live video chats, but also just getting the voice over there. So we have the little introductory video, which hopefully most people have done, which is on their profile photograph, and you click it and you have a chance to say something about you, so people get to hear your voice and put a voice to the name. We do our videos. You should also be doing voice messages and voice videos when you have new connections, because it's great getting a new connection. Brilliant, got a new connection. Oh, I've got 10 new connections. Fantastic. Then eventually one of them may come to you because they think, okay, he's a LinkedIn trainer type thing, so that's good, he's doing stuff on LinkedIn, and eventually they might say, ooh, could you help me with? So that's good, but first of all you want to get a conversation going. So if you do it right from the get-go, they say, hello Antonio, thank you very much for accepting my connection request, I look forward to sharing content with you. Think, oh, that's quite nice, I know how he sounds. Good. And it sticks in your head, because very few people do it. And if you ever get a video introductory thing of exactly the same thing like that, that's wow. And I generally only get them from people in the States, which I find interesting. I don't know if it's the British Reserve. I really don't know.
Yes, definitely. And I want to say a shout out to Saima. Hello, how are you? Vipin, Ali, and Silas said leader inspires learning, which is so true. And everyone who is joining into this live video chat today, say which part you are from, ask questions relating to the topic. The topic is linking updates, anything that you want to know. You want to know about the audio live, the beta mode testing right now. If you want to know about the algorithm, about how to go about providing great content, whether it be type-based content, video content, voice content, you reach out. Articles, because LinkedIn have so many features right now that we could utilize. And one great tip I would like to tell the audience right now, do not try to just produce one type of content. Do all the contents, whether it be carousel, type-based, newsletter, video content, just utilize all. Don't just focus on one type of content, because LinkedIn knows why they have all these different type of contents. So when you provide all these different type of contents, you will be more searchable. It will be more informative, because some people like video, some people like newsletters, some people like carousel. So you have to not just do the contents that you want to do, but give people what they want to see, what they want to read, what they like. And it's all about not you, but it's all about your audience. Once you serve your audience and be valuable to your audience, they will appreciate you on that, and they will reach out for you for assistance. So you don't have to be salesy. There are some people on LinkedIn where they might want to connect with you one time and sell, which is not great. You want to understand, build a relationship, engage in the other person's content and see what it is that you can help them with. Don't try to sell them immediately and you don't even know the individual. You want to understand your new connection, and if it is you can help them, you help them. If not, nothing is wrong. If it is that you refer that individual or your new connection to someone else who you think might be in the best frame of mind or best expertise to help them. So that is just my advice. What do you think about that, Stuart?
Yeah, no, it's absolutely right. Absolutely right. And the thing is with our network, and my network, like a lot of people, spreads all over the world to most of the countries, and things that come up in discussions like this, people think, okay, I know who can help. I know who can help you with that. And even the LinkedIn people, the people that do all the training and help people along, we have all sorts of chat rooms and things where people share ideas because there's so much you can't possibly know where to go for everything. There was one this morning where it's called a bit fraudulent really, but somebody had copied somebody's about section and said, "This is me."
No.
I'm unreal, and they actually had examples of work that person had done in there, claiming it was them. And wow, that's really, really serious. So LinkedIn have taken it up, but you can actually get into you can copyright everything that is in your profile. And one of the gurus came on I think just at lunchtime today, about an hour ago, and said, "Here's the link. Go into there." Now, how would anybody know that? I mean, that's just amazing. But there are people out there that know how to do everything, and you just have to ask the question. And it's a very supportive community.
So I want to say hello to Brandy Thomas. She says, "Hello everyone, happy to be here. Happy to have you here, Brandy Thomas." Khadija, good morning. She said, "Good stuff. Thank you, Khadija." Fahin said, "What do you think about audio events compared to Clubhouse?"
Yeah, well, I'm a LinkedIn person, so obviously I don't like Clubhouse. So they do their own version, and in fact, Antonio and I were chatting earlier in the week. Rather than going on to Zoom, we did it through the LinkedIn. That's my phone going. I do apologise.
No problem.
But it's much better because it keeps everything on the platform. And Antonio and I were trying to do a call through WhatsApp. Whoops, sorry, I shouldn't mention them. But we were trying to do it through there. It wasn't connecting. So hang on, we'll just do it straight through LinkedIn, straight on the profile, message, camera, bing, and we're talking. It was seamless. It was easy.
Yes,
that's the perfect thing to do.
So the best thing to do is stay on LinkedIn. And Clubhouse is great, but what other platform could you get all the decision makers on, all the CEOs on? People want to compare TikTok to LinkedIn. You could never, hear what I'm saying, never compare TikTok to LinkedIn because TikTok is all about your family and friends. It's about showcasing your friendly skills. It's not showcasing your professional skills. When it is that you on TikTok, you might be a public figure to friends who may say, "I like how it is that you dance and these things." It don't have the decision makers, it don't have the CEOs, it don't have the managers on TikTok. It may have, but you do not know who is who because it do not have that profile for them where they can put in that information. But on LinkedIn, you know who is basically who. Right? And when it is that you get a contract on LinkedIn, it could never compare to TikTok because it's companies and it's individuals who working for companies that you're interacting with on LinkedIn. So whoever want to compare LinkedIn to TikTok, they could have 100,000 followers. Logically, it do not make any sense because one contract I get from LinkedIn, it will be much more beneficial, more rewarding than on TikTok. TikTok for me is where I personally go and share Caribbean news and just like motivation about how to go about life, your vision, your purpose, right? Okay, for TikTok, for example, when I go anywhere, I will go, let's say, by a supermarket. I might go, let's say, by even the police station to get a police character. And they will be like, "Hey, I see you on TikTok, great content, whatever the case is." But no deal, no contract is going to be made. But on LinkedIn, when you go to a business place to prospect to your prospect, they will be like, "I see what it is that you are doing on LinkedIn, and I think that this content, that what you're doing, could benefit me in some way." and you will have a professional conversation, and boom, it's either that they purchase from you or they give you a contract. So it's a whole different holistic ball game. So let's not try to compare the two because it's not comparable.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's heavily policed on LinkedIn as well. So you can quite easily have fake. Yes, there are fake profiles on LinkedIn, and potentially there was somebody trying to do something very naughty this morning, but it'll be stamped on by LinkedIn, who, as I say, that the algorithm heavily tracks activity, and they're making sure it's not a robot or it's not somebody just trying to do the wrong thing. And so with the LinkedIn jails, the various things happen, and you can go in there for a few hours, or you can go in there for a few days, or you can be permanently blocked. And I know some people with pretty hefty followings have been totally blocked and have no access to LinkedIn. So when you look at people's profiles and things, what they're saying, it is correct. Because if it's not, people will say about it and go to LinkedIn help, and it gets investigated.
Yes.
And you get real people checking it so that you know that you are totally authentic. This is what you do. And the more you're on the platform, like doing these things and posting, people get to understand you, and that they know that, they really do know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They're very good at sales. They're very good at farming or whatever it happens to be. And that's why, I know Clubhouse is brilliant, and an awful lot of the influencers went on there and had various chat rooms. We're now doing a beta test of it. And it has its pluses and minuses. I quite like it to some extent, but I generally have them playing in the background because there's quite a lot of them, but some of them are very low value. So, you don't just want to sit there for half an hour because you think, wow, I've wasted half an hour. I've picked up one small snippet that I think I knew anyway. There's no point.
And, to go a little further with Fahim's question, what do you think about audio events compared to Clubhouse? LinkedIn audio events is still in beta mode, so it's not accessible to everyone. However, they basically rolling it out to content creators so that they can test it to see how effective it can be, what glitches it may have, and they will recommend to LinkedIn, and LinkedIn will fix it on that, right? Going a little further, LinkedIn audio events will be something that I consider will be like a gold mine, just like our LinkedIn platform is a gold mine, because you're able now to have professional conversations without coming out of LinkedIn. So you could be on audio live, and you could navigate through LinkedIn. You could connect with the individuals who on the audio live, right? And go on their profile, send your message while listening to the LinkedIn audio live. So it's really
there as well. Sorry to interrupt, Antonio, but I really
no problem.
That is that those people that can be 20, 30, 100 people on there, they can be second and third degrees, which you can't go to thirds. But you can on this, and it doesn't take, and the seconds, it doesn't take any of your credits away if you're on a non-subscription LinkedIn product. And you can message them, and it's live, and you're just clicking on the people. Oh, what do they do? Boom, profile comes up, and you're still listening, and what have you. It's absolutely fantastic, and they will make it far superior to Clubhouse.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and Farron said, "Can we have private rooms on LinkedIn?"
Well, there you can have sort of chat groups, I guess. There are a lot of them are offline, so they're just groups of people. A very prominent LinkedIn guru, John Asperian, he has Espresso Plus, which is a subscription service that you pay, I can't remember what it is, a few £100 a year, and people go in there and ask questions. So if they're not sure how to remove the background on a profile photograph or something like that, it will be, this is how you do it, and it's all shared on there. But that's a closed group, so sort of, but we can't do it like Clubhouse, if you like, at the moment.
Okay, well, that is something great that he is doing. So if it is that you have any issues, whether it be background picture, how to write about section, and these sorts of things, he will be the one to help you with that, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. But any of the LinkedIn people, myself, I help people all over the place with optimizing their profile. And sure, it's my paid job, but I also help people, for
Yeah.
nothing. It's just sharing.
And I like how you said that they help people for nothing. You know, to have some people who actually saying in 2022, if it is that you want anything for free, I am not doing anything for free. It must be something that they should charge someone for their services. What do you think about that? Because I think that it have some people who may not be able to afford it, but if you was in that position, would you like that person to tell you no when it is that they can help someone, and in the future that same person could help you in return? Because today someone could start at 0 and then tomorrow they could reach to 100. Because it have some people I see on LinkedIn. Today they have 10,000 followers. Within 5 months they have 100,000 followers. Things do happen. Life is uncertain, and it could never predict the future. So if someone don't have the finances, nothing is wrong with helping that person. But if it is that you find a lot of people coming to you for help and it's free services that they want, well, then after you could pick and choose and say, well, all right, out of this 100, I could help, let's say 20, but the other 80, it's a no-no. At the end of the day, you're feeling good within yourself that you did help, not someone, but some people.
Absolutely. I mean, it's respect, isn't it? And you should look after, it's like in a large company, you look after all your employees, because you never know where they're going to go. In your career, you go up so far and then you plateau. But there might be a junior that's just come in, a graduate, and that you help them, and they're working their way up. Now, all of a sudden, they're the CEO. Life goes by quick. 20 years time, the graduate could be the CEO, and thinking, well, Antonio, he helped me. He really helped me. He really helped me. I like good attitude, and so they help you back. And part of my thing on here, I don't do that many posts. I'm bad. I only do 2 or 3 a month, but they're quite detailed. And the idea is just to help people maximize their return from LinkedIn. So it's all sorts of LinkedIn tips, tricks, and updates. And if people click and follow me, all my comments to other people, there's always bits in there that are trying to help people. I probably do. Half a dozen or a dozen free updates for people. Some just need a little bit of advice, and so it doesn't take me very long at all. But others, I say, well, okay, you can do this, but you need to use this product, you need to do that, you need to do the other. I've tried all sorts of things, so I know what works and what doesn't work, so I can pass that on to people and help them out. Why not?
Why not? Definitely. So Inga said good morning, Antonio and Stuart. Good morning to you, Inga. And I hope that everything is great with you. And I wish you a blessed and enjoyable day. That is a good friend of mine, Inga. She's a very nice person.
It's lovely to see so many people on. It's fantastic. I like it.
Yeah, definitely. So Inga said, yes, things change quite quickly in life. So true. Just like the pandemic, in 2 years, life changed drastically for a lot of people who have 5, 10 stores plummet to 1, 2 stores. So it's just to tell you, if it is that you cannot see with the pandemic how life has changed drastically, well, then after, what else do you want to see? Yeah.
It's been a real leveler, but I think the fact that we're chatting, I don't know how many thousand miles apart we are, but a lot. And it's just fantastic that we can do that, and we can do that on this platform.
Definitely. And I would like to go and talk about the about section. I see a lot of people have like wording on the about section, not specifically as to what they do, and it strays from exactly that who they're trying to target, the niche market. And when it is, I would advise anyone, when you're writing the about section, always use the word you. So in that way now, when it is the reader is reading your about section, it feels like if it is that you are talking directly to them. So that is a simple tip I will tell anyone. Take away the word the or they and use you. And in that way now, they will feel that sense like, hey, this person, Stuart, is really talking to me. I really think that, I should reach out to Stuart, because this service that Stuart is providing is a service that I really need. to build my LinkedIn presence, to optimize my LinkedIn profile, and so forth.
Yeah, absolutely right. And it's those four, it's now four, it used to be three, but it's now the first four lines are absolutely critical because you want people to click see more. And that's when you've got nice emojis and lots of white space, make it interact, make it easy for people to follow. You can now put a hyperlink in there, but only on mobile. It only works on mobile at the moment. So they can click straight to your website or straight to a particular feature or anything you like. So that's a really clever thing. But it's those first four lines. It's got to be, what are you doing for somebody else? What are you going to do to help them, to make their life easier?
Correct.
And it's really critical to get those words right.
Yeah, it's all about them. And Farhan said, thank you, Antonio and Stuart, for your inputs. Have an amazing day ahead. You have an amazing day ahead and an amazing week also. Inga said, thank you, Antonio. Wishing you both a beautiful week further. Same to you, Inga. And Simon, have a question. I'm waiting on that question, Simon. Please do ask any amount of questions because we are here to help you, to help anyone who it is that want assistance. Our topic today, LinkedIn updates, anything about LinkedIn. Stuart and I will be gladly like to assist you.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. I can talk for hours, days on LinkedIn, but they might not necessarily be the things that are playing on people's minds that are actually listening to this. It might be, how do I get a bespoke banner? I mean, it could be anything. And how many words should I put in it? And well, the answer to that is as few as possible, but you want your details in there, and it's the hook, the why you. When people scroll through, what makes you pause at a banner? Is it because it's like yours, Antonio, with that lovely sort of cerisi pink and the white background, lovely picture of you? Is it that? Is it like mine, which is just black with a bit of gold and white in it? But that's sort of my theme. It's what makes you stop.
Yeah. What basically who you are is basically what you want to put as that digital image, that graphic design. So it can tell the audience a bit about you in wording rather than you saying it from you. So they get to understand you by reading your digital banner, right, in graphics. And then after they go down to your headline, about section, and then they see your engagements, your posts, and then they'll be like, hey, I really want to work with Stuart. I really want to work with Antonio. A great friend of mine, Bob Feathers, joining late. Hello, gents. Hello, Bob. Hope everything is well. Any questions, please do ask. So,
okay,
Simon.
Same here. So,
she posted the question. After some time, you start seeing a decline in post views with the same settings and efforts being put. Is it that we need to change the profile settings somehow or change the content strategy to make things better? I would just say, Stuart, and you could go further, is that LinkedIn algorithm change frequently. And when you see sometimes post declines, is because I would say that the LinkedIn algorithm maybe have changed, and that is the reason why, and it's not about your content. So, Stuart, you go at it.
Yeah. Okay. So there are various factors in it. Obviously, let's just say, Antonio said earlier, you really want to mix it up. Unlike me, you need to mix it up with carousels, pictures, text, videos, etc., etc. Do them all. If you're just doing, for example, like I'm this year, all I've been doing is sliders, so for carousels, which is fine. I just like to play with the algorithm and find things out, so I do things differently. So don't do what I do. But if you were just doing polls, well, polls were they were getting massive exposure, but now they've gone.
Yeah, they've gone. Definitely, they're going straight down. I realized that it's no more. It had a time, and now it's like newsletters. It's newsletters. Yeah. So many newsletters coming in is unbelievable.
Yeah, they're doing me in at the moment. The newsletters, I can't possibly read them all. But so again with them, so I will come back to this question. With those, it's all about your headline again. So as soon as they go onto the newsletter, what makes you click on it? What makes you read it? So you've got to get that right. But the other thing that's happening here is it's not necessarily your content, because you could be doing brilliant, creative, different, mixing it up, different formats, different ways of saying what you're saying. But it's also, have you updated your own personal profile? You just need to change your headline around a little bit, update it, change your banner. If you're doing anything live, like what a lot of people would do is for this event, they'd put that into their banner and they just put a little link in there to say, hey, this is happening. Change things up, move your about section around, constantly embellish it, get more recommendations on there, improve your skills. You've got to be active on it. You know, not 24/7, but you need to constantly update yourself. And that makes a huge difference. I had one of my guys was he stalled at 90,000 followers, which I think, wow, I haven't even got 9,000. He's now got to 140,000, about 130, 140,000 now. And he stalled and he asked LinkedIn, what's happening? Why isn't it working? You're just doing the same thing. Your profile hasn't changed. You need to update it. You're not using that feature. Oh, right. So we just changed a few things around and off he went again. Hopefully that answers your question. If not, please let me know and I'll try a bit harder. Oh, you're frozen, Antonio. Okay, have we got any other questions that I can answer?
Yeah.
Oh, you're back. Good. Oh, good. You froze there, Antonio.
Yeah, connection issues. Sorry about that. So, mention about followers. I find that on LinkedIn, you're seeing some people who have 20, 30,000 followers, but when you watch the engagement is like 5 likes, 10 likes. Is it that they are buying followers, or is it that they are more studying about the followers, but not studying about engaging or providing great content with their audience? Because that is very intriguing to know that you have 20, 30K, but you're only getting like 5 likes, 3 likes. That's not normal.
Yeah, it's down to the quality of your content, isn't it, as well? And a lot of how they get. I mean, I see some people that they're gaining 5,000, 10,000 followers a week. I just think, my lord.
Well, I will give you a bit of advice here. On a platform called Fiverr or Fiverr, I'm not sure if I pronounce it appropriately. Yeah, you can go and you can buy organic followers for LinkedIn platform. I even had a conversation with them, and when I think about it, I said no. I said LinkedIn is too professional, and I want to build that that personal touch with my connections, that I do not want to have connections that I never interact with. I don't think that will be something worthwhile. So I decline that offer, but you can do that on Fiverr. And I am not sure, not pointing any fingers, I'm not sure if people doing that on LinkedIn, but you can do it. It is possible. Yeah. So
it goes against it, really, because the whole thing is to build a rapport and know, like, and trust somebody. It's not just having millions of followers. Some people genuinely put a lot of excellent effort into him, brilliant posts, and that they have millions and millions of followers. Fantastic. But it's like if you start off with 10, then you get to 100, then you get to 1,000, you get 10,000. The more you've got, you get more and more followers all the time because more and more people are seeing your content.
Definitely,
them wrong.
Look, like Simon said, is it wise to use smileys characters in the headline?
Yes, but not too many.
Not too many, because when I did the test for my headline, with the smileys, it reached, I think, like about 70-75%, which wasn't bad, because they said like once you have to reach over 80%, you must pay for the premium feature, which is Sales Navigator, to reach that over 80%. So not too many, but it's great because the thing about it that people are visual. So once it is that you could brighten up your headline or even your profile, it tends to attract people more. It's just like audio live compared to actual video live. More people might tend to engage with the actual video live because they can see the individuals who is speaking but with the audio live, you may not see who it is speaking, so you might not be in that, you might not be engaged into the content that is being provided to you. So just remember and take in consideration that people are visual.
Yeah, no, that's right. The only advantage with audio live, which is more for ladies really, is basically don't have to put your makeup on. You can wear anything you like because all that goes around.
So true.
So that's the biggest positive I can see on it.
Yeah, definitely. So, Stuart, in closing, what would you like to tell the audience? Because don't feel that we're leaving and we don't have a part 2, we don't have a part 3. We'll have LinkedIn updates. This is part 1. We will have LinkedIn updates part 2, 3 going forward because we believe that LinkedIn is a great community and we believe in helping individuals, whether it be that you want our services or if you want a tip that you say that I'm not really interested in paying for the tip, but you would like a tip be provided to you. It is not an issue. But at the end of the day, we are all about helping people. Just as on my profile picture, I'm open to helping. Stuart is open to helping. Stuart have services, great services that he could provide to optimize your profile, your about section, and basically every other thing on LinkedIn. So reach out to us. Look forward to LinkedIn part 2. Stuart, you tell the audience in closing what you would like them to know.
I think the key thing is to be natural, be authentic, be yourself, find out what is the extra thing that you bring along to whatever it is you do and highlight it, showcase it on your profile because people scan in and say, oh, LinkedIn trainer, yeah, there's hundreds, there's thousands.
Correct, definitely, yeah.
Why connect with, why use Stuart, why use John, why use Paul? You know, there's so many. And you had to get that across. And that's what it's all about. Be authentic, real, natural. So when you get a chance to put in a little video on your profile, do it. Please do it. Because people see you. People buy from people.
Definitely. Certainly. People buy from people.
Enjoy.
Not a robot. Well, everyone, it was nice having you on board today. Who is watching in the replay? We hope that you enjoyed this LinkedIn Updates Part 1. Look forward to Part 2. It will be posted as an event. So we hope to see you again and make sure and bring your questions. Any questions, we are here to answer them for you. Do have an enjoyable day and be productive in your LinkedIn journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.